Now, the important thing about learning a lesson is now coming out at the very end and healing from the problem that you were going through. And these are some of the people who I feel that they really learned a lesson or two, or at least in some cases taught us a lesson or two. We start very quickly by speaking about Maria. As I mentioned before, the story is sad. The end of December, the end of 2019, yeah, during the end of 2019, sadly, they lost their child. Fast forward to 2020, the drama began. She was constantly in pain. Willis Raburu even went in a space where he was very sad, almost looked like he was about to cry because of the loss of their child. And unfortunately, their marriage did not survive it. So they broke up, and about 7 months ago, they officially declared themselves broken up and divorced. And it was so sad. And, as we break up and we move on, people have different ways of moving on. So Willis Raburu, on one hand, got hitched, got a baby. He's now living La Vida Loca. Maya, on the other hand, decided to go a different route. She decided to introspect, to start living her life, to go back to her youth, to party and party and party on. But it's not been riddled with pure cleanliness. We've had some cases where a question was asked, introduce yourself with something that almost killed you. And Maria's response was, hi, I am marriage. Which was scary because we hadn't heard a lot when it comes to the marriage. We'd only heard a lot about the loss of their child. So people started digging and finding out what's going on there, what's going on there. She continued to become even more political about this breakup of theirs when she wrote on a post. She said, I am Miss Irongo, I am not Mrs. Raburu. You people need to start referring to me as Mrs. Raburu, and I will continue to delete your comments on my comment section until you address me as Miss Irongo, which is not just a reflection of the pain that you can go through as a person who's just broken up with your partner, but additionally, people consistently associating you with the same person, even when he's moved on with children, with other people, publicly, can be very, very strenuous. But it did not end there. She decided, you know what, I'm tired of you. I am tired of you Nairobians and you Kenyans and everybody else following me on Instagram and everywhere else. She decided to start partying. And she was seen having lots of fun, dressed in a very nice, short outfit. Did we let her rest? We did not. We started talking about her outfit and how she's a Christian. Why is she forgetting her Christian principles? Why is she blah, 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 blah. She came and defended herself and said, people, leave me alone. I can dress however I want. My Christianity and my clothing do not relate, okay? But finally, the thing that has made me the happiest is the fact that she now came to terms with her whole situation. And I think in a post that she posted, I'm just going to read it really quickly so that I can show you, growth, yeah? She said this, how someone wants me to feel bad about enjoying my own life is something I do not understand. Continues to say, my friends, if you do not like your life, do something about it and let others enjoy their own lives. And that, for me, is the epitome of going through the coaster. You've gone through pain, you've felt the pain, you've dealt with the pain, you're healing from the pain. That is the peak. I want to see that bell curve. It's called a bell curve. I want to see that bell curve, and she has done exactly that.
Yes, big congratulations to you, Maria. And let me tell you, I love the lesson that I have learned. I know she's clearly learned lessons and she's come through healing, but the lesson that I have learned from this is like nobody can dictate how you do your healing. No one is going to come and tell you that we expect you to be sitting over here in a corner crying, or we expect you to be over here praying, or we expect, no one can dictate how you do your healing. And if you're doing it without hurting anybody else, everyone else, zip it. And I love the fact that Maria was able to do that, because let me tell you, social media and netizens can very quickly put on their opinions onto you and make you sway your ways. And she decided that's not happening. And I'm telling you, girl, congratulations, because we can see the growth.
Yeah, what I've learned from this is that we are all human. So when someone says, oh God, I don't believe in God, I don't do believe in whatnot, we are only human. Because later on, Willis Raburu came to say, God, thank you for this bundle of joy, Even her, if you follow her, you'll be able to see that on her comments, on her captions, she thanks God. And I'm glad that she was able to get out of depression, because it is not easy. So what you can learn from her is that you can get out of depression if you decide to. So it is just a decision away. Girl, have fun. If you want to date 10 years to come, you do you. By the way, Maria, do you.
Absolutely. Somebody else who went through the ringer and came out on top is none other than Mr. Daddy Owen. Mr. Papa himself, Mr. blonde-haired man who also went to the point of some point getting us, what do you remember when he had that blonde beard, the blonde goatee? Do you guys remember that?
Yeah.
And it was such a fashion upcry. Everyone is like, ha, 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 ha. Anyway, Daddy Owen has not, come out of this year having been, like, not being beaten up a little bit. We're talking about his marriage. Now, according to the rumor or the story that was going about this year was Daddy Owen, unfortunately, was left by his wife, now ex-wife, because she decided to date a guy with more money. She left him for Mr. Pocket. She left him because he was not providing enough, according to her. And this took him into a whole other situation. First of all, he started doubting himself as a man. He started doubting himself with the ability to provide for his family. He started doubting himself as a Christian. He started doubting himself when it came to, am I ready for all of this? What do I do now? And then he went from that into a stage where now he's like, okay, I've been left. Great, I need to start introspecting. How can I make more money? How can I become that person who I want to be? And stop trying to show off to people that I can buy a car, I can buy apartments, I can buy. How do I heal myself and get myself out of that situation and become a better human, become a better father? Am I ready to date? Am I ready to be this man who I want to be, who is seemingly lost in the mix? And eventually, he came out clearly and said it to us. I am not ready to date just yet. I am ready to find myself. I am ready to be a man, but I am not ready to date again. And we spoke about it, and we're still speaking about it because he hasn't changed his stance yet. But look at that, healing, finding himself,
Yeah, but I feel like netizens exaggerated because it is them that actually told Daddy Owen that this guy that the ex-wife was seeing, or the ex-wife is seeing, is very rich, And I don't think that is the reason why she left him, In a marriage setting, I'm also married. In a marriage setting, you can never just be sure that she left because this guy did not have money.
There's no one reason.
Yeah, there's no one reason. So I don't know what to say about this story because we've only heard from Daddy Owen's side.
Yeah, but at least from Daddy Owen, what I can say is I love the fact that as a man, as a Kenyan man, as an African man, he was able to talk about it. Because so many times, a lot of men get left out here in these crazy streets when it comes to dating and marriages and breakups of marriages. But they don't want to say that perhaps she left me because of X, Y, Z. It's always just a thing that we gloss over. Like, yeah, the relationship didn't work out, blah, blah, blah. He actually learned the lessons from being left and has now decided that he is not ready to date again. Therefore, he's not going to subject any poor young person, somebody's daughter, into being in a relationship where they won't be able to be fully fulfilled because he's not ready for a relationship. He is still trying to heal from that situation. And once he's gotten himself together, then he's going to be ready to go into a relationship. And that's a lesson to every single one of us out here. Don't go and take baggage from the last relationship and dump it onto the next person. Take some time out to heal and you'll be able to move on a lot better.
Oh. Speaking about people who should take a lesson from life and taught us a lesson, we've got none other than Elodie and Viri, the storyteller. We all know it started earlier in the year, around May. We started seeing some random videos, them being seen together all the time, and everyone is going, are they dating? Are they not dating? What's going on? Now, in May, in May 2021, Viri decided to confirm this relationship. He said, we have been friends for 8 years. We've kept our relationship a secret for months without telling people we are dating. We needed to understand ourselves. Are we strong enough to be in the public because of that? Or are we not, because the public can be ruthless? And finally, he says, by the time people came to find out about it, we are already very confident in our relationship. It was barely weeks after that. It was actually the same week, actually. A video popped up, And we're like, oh, the lovebirds have decided to do a video together. She's the video vixen. Okay, girl, I see you winning. I see you taking the bag and taking the man and everything in between. Hey, a few moments later. Elodie's own. I am sorry to tell you people, but this man has left Miss G where allegedly we were drinking and having fun together, but he decided to be violent with me. We're like, wait a minute. Viri was violent with you? You need to tell us more. And then the story kept going like that. it was quieted down. No one has referred to it yet again until recently when we started seeing Elodie posting another man on her social media saying that this is the new beau. Now, the speculations that I have still had up until this very moment is that these people never dated. All this was PR. It was all a PR stunt. Whatever happened in between there is another case of, unfortunately, do not want to compare, but this is a simple case of Willie Jose and co.
No way.
Let me tell you, the only lesson that I feel as if one party has learned and the other party is still writing down notes and trying to figure out the exam is I think Mviri will be very cautious about letting the public know about the next person that he's dating. You know, they were so quick to let us know for the fact that they wanted to show off the music video that he went ahead and did, and then quickly there was drama afterwards. But, you know, Elodie is still living her best life and has moved on to the next man and is showing us the next man. And you know what? Maybe not everybody wants to keep the relationship private. This one I feel as if it's going to come to bite her in the bum later on if anything happens with the next relationship and the next relationship and the next relationship because we're young people and things happen.
But don't you remember when she and Andrew were dating and they were the love of each other's lives and they were traveling? You know, she has created, there's a track record there. But in this case, my question is, was it really them dating like really, really, really? Or was it a publicity stunt?
I think they were dating because you can't do a publicity stunt and accuse me of leaving you out there, like accuse me of abuse. It's a type of abuse, leaving me stranded during COVID on the side of the road. That's insane. So I would hope that was not part of the Kiki and you're not going the Erica Mondi route.
If it was Kiki, I have nothing to say. I don't have time.
And summary done. Please let us know what your thoughts are on these particular stories. The number is still 0770 729 366. It is, of course, Wellness Wednesday. We are having a very interesting conversation. Ayuma, take it away.
Yes, let's get right into it. It's time for Wellness Wednesday. So we're talking about some of the things that we need to leave behind in 2021, and we all have specific ones that we're very passionate about. I would say the number one thing that I want to be completely gone in 2022 is side chick pride. That pride, that sense of achievement that you get as a side chick when you have stolen somebody else's man and you are very much aware that you're number 2 or number 3 or number 4 or number 5. Ladies, please, no, that cannot be the thing that we're here busy being happy and prideful about. I don't understand when things changed that we're so happy to share men and not even just share men because at least the first girl can know that she's being shared. At this point, ladies don't even know that they're being shared over here. They just know that their man is only theirs, and there's a whole nother woman out there who has very happily taken the number 2 spot, number 3 spot, just so that it can be given what? Cars, clothes, shoes, free alcohol? Surely.
Well,
no.
I feel like the side chicks these days don't want to be used. For me, I will say I am Nani's second wife. I am Nani's second girlfriend. So that if there's a third and a fourth, they know that, by the way, I'm the one representing. So they can just go look for other people out there.
But how are you representing and there was a first one who was representing before you?
People don't care these days. They're just like, by the way, I'm not going to be a secret. I'll be your second, but I won't be a secret.
Not for my man. You better find yourself a new man because my man is my man. We ain't sharing. And I can see Lily has opened the court for her and her husband to be shared. So it's okay, Lily. Ni sawa tu venye unataka tutafanya.
You be goat.
You be goat wife.
If you can deal with a Lily outside this place, bring it on. Bring it. This is not the Lily you see out there, by the way. We are two different people.
There's something else that you're trying to leave behind in 2021.
She's like, come at me. If you can manage, you are worthy. Anyway, another really interesting conversation that we need to have, and this is very important. Good human first, Christian later. I am referring to the story. There's a very famous church. We all spoke about it this year. This man decided that he was going to have an extra wife, decided that he was going to get a child out of wedlock, and then come back and tell us, oh God, I am a Christian. It is very popular church. We saw the nonsense. We hated the nonsense. Leave it be. Please, let's just be a good Christian. Let's not chastise people. Let's not criticize people. Let's not be horrible to people and then come back quickly and say, oh yeah, I am a child of God. Child of God where? If I were him, I would be, you're lucky. You're lucky. Moving on
Well,
swiftly.
I feel like people should also stop faking friendships and relationships, especially celebrities. So you want us to like comment, oh, couple goals, I don't know what, on your pictures, like envy you, and uko behind the scenes things are not working out. Please don't fake, because if you fake, you're just prolonging the breakup.
But you haven't
And you will
agreed
eventually break up. Sorry.
or disagreed with me, and it's not like I didn't see. Do you believe in the fact that we're going good Christian or good human being first and then Christian after?
Did you just
I
do
saw what you
that?
did. You think I am? She thinks I was born yesterday. You will not answer my question.
We need to be good humans
Thank
first,
you.
because we are human first before anything else. I'm
Yes.
sorry.
Something else that we need to cancel and leave behind in 2021 is premature cancellation. Okay? If you don't like other things happening prematurely, why are we busy canceling people prematurely as well? All right? We are also good at putting on our FBI hats on, okay? And being over there and looking for receipts, looking for the research, looking for the background information about this person. Why can we not do that same thing before we cancel somebody? You can ruin somebody's whole entire life without having the facts. If I come out with an accusation against somebody, please do your due diligence to go ahead and check and make sure that this actually happened. If you're going to accuse anybody of anything, come through with receipts. I don't want to hear he said, she said, he should, because that's what's been going on this whole 2021. And I am confused. I don't know who to condemn. I don't know who to feel sorry for. I don't want to make anybody feel uncomfortable without having all of the facts. So please, out there, if you don't have all of the facts, keep your opinions to yourself.
And the facts, they are different, you know. If I am someone's wife and I am someone's wife, I am the one who needs to have the receipts, because I will go to court and those receipts will help me. But you as a fan, you as a blogger and anyone else, how is it benefiting you to keep someone else's receipts? Especially if it's not violence or sujudini. Someone is just having a good time. How do you know the wife allowed him? How do you know the husband allowed him? You're just out there to spoil their names.
Lily is trying to tell y'all something, so y'all better listen. Now, another one, relationships for PR. Relationships for clout, relationships to look good in public. I mean, personally, I am exhausted. I need a break. If y'all are in a relationship, if you and your partner have decided to come out in public and tell us that you're in a relationship, you better be confident enough to back up your relationship and to stay in that relationship until, okay, let me not force issues, but yes, stick around at least long enough for us to know that it wasn't just for PR. You know what I mean?
And if you're still confused or you don't know what's happening, then don't let us know, even us who are confused.
Yeah.
If you don't know the state of your relationship, how do you expect us to know the state of your relationship?
Forcing us to fight for your relationship, you know, it's like forcing us to force the man or the woman to determine the relationship, to define it. Are we dating? Are we married? Are we engaged? Stop it.
Yeah, let's be real. And also, I feel like we should stop drinking too much.
Hallelujah.
And when we drink too much, we go on live.
Yeah.
And we say things that we regret. Or we drive and then we cause accidents and we regret. Let us be responsible in 2022, guys.
I think even just like this whole reputations that as a country that we have in Kenya as a
drinking
whole.
nation.
Exactly. It's, hey, you think you can drink, you wait until you party with Kenyans. And we're so proud of it. That is not something to be proud of.
No.
We are in a whole pandemic and we're still here drinking and acting crazy.
We don't have
Y'all
money.
are rich.
We are
People have
borrowing money in public
yeah.
and then drink.
Hey. Can we please sober up in 2022? Another one out here, I think that we all need to leave behind is toxic relationships. It's just like whether it's with your family, whether it's with your friends, whether it's with your partner. Toxic relationships is what we're leaving behind. Honestly, this should be the time that you're really sitting down and looking at your relationship. If you know that you have been dealing with toxicity that's affecting your mental health, your physical health, your whole entire well-being, it's time to gather up the strength to go ahead and leave this toxic situation so you can move on to bigger and better things next year.
And closely related to that, do not play a victim. You know, sometimes toxic people play the victim. You pretend that you're the one who is being wronged. You're the one who everything is happening to, and the other person is the one instigating all these bad things happening to you. Sometimes it's important for you to just own up to it. I am a narcissist. I need to probably give this person time to leave. Stop being the one who's going, oh, but you're the one who made me beat you. You're the one who made me, cheat on you because you weren't giving me any. Yeah. How is that being a victim? Surely. Let's stop playing victim when it is unnecessary. And this cuts across all boards. We are still talking about a very sensitive issue that is still very much in the presses. Guys, let's I need valid evidence of things before we start saying so and so. Because oftentimes from this year, we've all learned one thing, that sometimes when you just listen to one party, oh, you will be very rudely surprised when the second party decides to actually speak up, Anyway, stop playing victim.
We know better, but it's sad that we don't want to apply what we have learned in our daily lives, in our marriages and families. We are raising narcissists, as parents. Unachapwa leo, mtoto anaona ukichapwa ni nini, and then you stay because of the trauma bond. What are you teaching this particular kid? We know better. Let us do better in 2021, and let us stop raising narcissists and encouraging the narcissists.
Yeah. And I have one more before Ayuma shuts me up. We need to save. You guys remember at the beginning of the year, everything was good. And then immediately Corona hit us. We need to learn to save. We need to have sources of income that are not necessarily demanding of us to be there in that space for you to make money. Okay. Let's make money, save money, and be better.
Yes. Is there anything that we have left out that you feel needs to be put on this list of things that we're leaving behind in 2021? Go ahead and let us know. The WhatsApp number is always available. And you can still hit us up on our social media, Ebru TV Kenya, everywhere except for Facebook, which is Ebru TV KE. Unfortunately, it's about that time where we have to say goodbye. But don't worry, you're still going to be here tomorrow, same time, same place. It's your girl, Ayuma Kaguli, on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter.
Absolutely. Sometimes we say things out of term and we castigate and chastise people and we speak really ill about some people. It's important for you to please remind us that we are not above everyone else. We are just as human as the people that we talk about every single day. So if you feel at any point like we have cut across a board that we shouldn't have, please let us know. The number is always available. My name is Kathomi.
We have our opinion and you have yours. So why not comment on our social media platforms? And 2022, let us put our phones away and be present. My name is Lily Asigo on Instagram and Facebook. Bye.